What's up, people? Hope all is well. Hope you've all had a blessed day. Hello. Who's here? So, what's everybody up to this weekend? Everybody had a good day today then. Yeah, not really got much planned for the weekend. Unless I just like go out somewhere, but I don't know yet. Not really got any plans, so I usually just kind of go with what I feel like at the time. I usually don't plan things out way ahead of the time. I tend to find that I make more decisions on like spur of the moment these days. Hi, Jonathan. I just think that I don't know. I just see things are just kind of getting worse, and I don't know. It's just the society just crumbling, dating has just gone down. Hardly anyone seems to be making friends in real life. There's a lot of trust issues. It's just there's so much list of things that seem to be just getting out of hand now. It's just I'm kind of at a point where I'm kind of black-pilled, to be honest. I'm like just kind of I just don't see much hope for society to like. But then again, I don't know. Hello, Josiva. How you doing? Things have changed over the last so many years, whatever, since technology's gotten big and people have gotten strange, especially over the last few years since COVID. It's just like nothing's been the same since. It's just people just don't have manners anymore. People are just, of course, there's good people out there still, but it's just I don't know. I'm just a bit feeling kind of like I just don't want to get my hopes up about things that just to then end up yeah, I don't know. But I hope everyone's well. Hello, Otso. How you doing? I mean, it's just the way that, you know, social media, there's all this stuff like people just craving all this instant gratification. They need to, you know, keep putting posts out and trying to get as many likes as they can. They're sort of all bothered about what other people think about them online, total strangers. Like, yeah, I can kind of see it as kind of the end of society, maybe. You know, it's just things are not looking good. Maybe things will get better. I don't know, but maybe it'll have to get worse before it gets better. I can agree to an extent, although I would also suggest that the UK has taken an extremely steep decline over the last decade. Other countries, even in Europe, aren't experiencing the same things as us. Yeah, I've heard about that. Like maybe more like Eastern Europe is like better, like and also the East in general. But yeah, it's more UK, US. Most of a lot of like Western countries really like yeah, I would say yeah, UK, US, Canada mainly. I would say, but I guess in terms of like population, then most people are going to be from these sort of countries. It's like, yeah, there are some countries in the West that are doing okay, but places like Romania, Bulgaria, and all that. But will those start to kind of like go downhill as well? I don't know, but hopefully they'll not. At least not in my lifetime, anyway. But it's just kind of sad to see things. A lot of people are just wanting to leave the UK because they're sick of the way things are. With hi to you, whoever this is. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, guys. They're just deciding to leave the UK either to go to like you said, other parts of Europe. Maybe they'll go to like Spain, or maybe they'll go to Eastern Europe. Maybe they'll go to Asia, like maybe they'll go to Thailand, Philippines, somewhere like that. But I don't know. I'm just gonna focus on, like I said, I'm gonna be traveling soon. So I'm just gonna make some good memories. And how to you, Chels? Welcome in. We also mustn't forget we left the European Union at the beginning of January, so that will no doubt have an effect to cost of living wise, at least. I thought other countries in Europe have also had a big spike in cost of living as well, but I could be wrong. I don't know how things are in other European countries compared with ours. Yeah, January 2020, yeah. I just find it kind of funny how it happened around almost the exact same time that the whole kind of CV thing was announced, almost as though it was some kind of conspiracy that happened. I don't know, but the thing is, it's like we were supposed to leave the EU to benefit our country, but it doesn't seem like that's the case, does it? They're like, oh, well, maybe if we leave the EU, then there'll be less immigration or something. It's like, well, the immigration is higher than it ever has been. Whether you agree with immigration or not, it's like, what they say it's going to do and what it's going to do is just bullshit. You've got more of these fucking people coming over than ever, it seems. It's just an absolute joke. I mean, they'll say, oh, well, let's leave the EU because it's going to be good for the economy, and then look what's happened. So you can't make this shit up. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the UK that's fallen, but in society in the UK at least has fallen. The attitudes of people just have no decorum now. People don't even give you a thanks if you'd be polite. They're just kind of rude and just like ignore you a lot of the time. Of course, there's some good people as well, but at one time people used to be a lot more polite and well-mannered. And people just do not present themselves in a very good way. They're just very much just glued to their phones now, completely oblivious to what's around them. Just whatever. It is what it is, but I don't want to keep focusing on it. But yeah, well, Finland, I mean, it's not somewhere that I'm looking at going to right now, but maybe in the near future. Like, so I'm planning to do I'm more like traveling around the country first, but I've heard that in some Scandinavian countries they're actually okay with campers, like Norway, for example, so I could go there and at some point. I would like to go and see the fjords. That'd be good to go and have a look at. It'd be great content as well. So yeah, 'cause I'm thinking about like things like, what would be great content and all that. Where are you traveling to? I'm just planning on just going around the country first and then see where I end up. So I want to do camping. So I'm gonna get a solar generator, so I can try and keep myself warm. Like I can use it to power like an electric blanket, and also it will be there to power like my phone and stuff like that. So I can make videos, go live and stuff like that, and I can show people what I'm doing and where I'm going. Also planning to do some busking as well while I'm traveling, performing like music that I do and just like and entertaining people, and then hopefully that could then promote my channel as well, because people start to see me. Hello Mark, good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. Just yeah, any plans for the weekend? I've been talking about my plans to travel this year. Hello Jerry, good to see you again. Are you doing any busking tomorrow? Maybe I could come and have a watch. Hi Edis. As an Eastern European, I am baffled that you UK choose illegal immigrants who will munch from your government instead of legal hard workers from Eastern Europe. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Mad, yeah. I'm good, mate. Thanks. How are you? I'm alright, thank you. But yeah, no, I just need to start doing my travel and stuff soon, and just need to get on with it, because I can't be staying here any longer. I've been stuck in this place for a while, and I'm like, it's time for me to move. I feel like I can't be like in one place for too long. You know, that familiarity breeds contempt kind of thing. So I can't be doing with just being stuck in one place where I'm just seeing the same shit all the fucking time. It just fucking drives me mad. What's the channel about? We tend to talk about fitness, health, nutrition, success, and you know, just you know, holistic self-improvement generally. So if that sounds interesting, then you've come to the right place. I did manage to get some supplements off Oleo today. I was shocked. Oh really? I got protein powder off Oleo actually, so that was good. I haven't really used it that much, but yeah, I used it a bit. But yeah, so that's cool. What supplements did you get off Oleo? You never know what you're going to get off there. Yeah, it's just really random. So I was thinking also I could even do that while I'm traveling as well. And that could be like part of how I fund my time. I could just like use that to, you know, kind of get some bits of food. Because then I can also just like have money to be able to buy more fancy stuff, like go out, you know, for like meals and stuff like that. And just, so I can just like have a good time and yeah. Because I want to actually like live it up. And what's your fafer? What do you mean? Don't know what you're talking about. What countries have you visited? I've only ever visited France and Spain, so I want to start going to other countries. I'd like to go Italy, but I've heard that you're not allowed to camp there. At least not wild camping. I mean, you could do, there is like places you could do, like kind of, like campsites and stuff, but they're quite expensive, I think. So they're around like Lake Como, Lake Garda, that kind of place. Do you like NHL? Nah, I don't. I've never seen any of that. What is that again? Hope everybody's had a good day today. Share this out if you can. That'd be really appreciated. Yeah. Yeah, just try and get this shared out, guys, if you can. Thank you for the 6 likes, everybody. We've got here, we've got 7 people watching, so just say hello if you're here still. Yeah, I haven't really got much of Oleo lately, but maybe I could get some stuff tomorrow. See what there is. Yeah, I live in Ireland now. Weather is shite, bro. Yeah, it's not been too great today. It's been a bit dull and miserable, really, but yeah, we had like, it was well below freezing last week. It was awful. Yeah, it's got a bit cold again, but yeah, it's not as cold as it has been though. But it went mild for a bit and then it's just gone cold again. But I don't know, it's just this time of year, it's just very unsettled and it is what it is. So I'm thinking about like, you know, if I have to camp in this kind of weather, like how am I gonna do it? But yeah, I don't know. Try -25, bro. That's normal in winter where I'm from. Oh yeah, I thought you said Ireland. You don't get -25 in Ireland, surely. That can't be right. -25, unless you're up in like the mountains or something. Like yeah, that'd be very rare. Oh, was Lithuania, right? Okay, got you. Yeah, -25. That would be like pretty much like a record low in Ireland, I bet. Yeah. I'm sure it got down to about -25 in Spain the other year or something like that. I was like, that's weird. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out, like, but like I said, maybe I shouldn't just be like thinking too much about, oh, how am I gonna, take my content. I think it's best to just go with the flow, like just be in that kind of flow state of just going with whatever that inspiration is at that time, instead of being like overthinking the process and be like, oh, what do I need to do to, for the best for the algorithm and all that, because you're just gonna end up like stressing yourself out, and it's just gonna end up being awkward when you actually bring it out, because it's not from the heart. It's just from. So the best thing to do is it should be from the heart. It should be genuine. You should be doing what you love to do. It's like, I was talking with a guy, and it's like, saying, oh, I should edit videos. I'm like, that's not my thing, personally. I don't enjoy doing that. If you don't enjoy doing it, you shouldn't probably do it. Like, I don't know. Like, not everyone has to edit videos. But he was saying he could help me, so I don't know. But I don't want to, like, burden him to do that shit. Unless he's, like, expecting to, like, get something out of it, maybe. But so I'm like, why would he be, like, willing to do that? Who has said this, Jamie? It was someone I've been talking to on, like, a chat earlier, that I've known for a long time. He was like giving me some advice. He's not even, I don't think he's even seen my channel, but because he used to watch me on an old channel, and he was saying, oh, it's not worked out for you, because the thing is, I used to do different kind of content. I used to talk about some crazy stuff like conspiracy theories and shit like that, but that's probably why it didn't do that well, to be honest. Because like, if you start talking about shit that's just really quite fringe and all that, then you're going to get a fringe audience. So yeah, it's just, he was just saying that, like, you're never really going to break through unless you're editing it. And even though there is people out there that have just like very simple videos, and they don't even do crazy thumbnail edits and stuff, so I don't know what he's getting at there, because it doesn't really make sense. There's just as many people who have unedited videos that do well. I think there's edited videos that do well, so it's more about the value that you're providing people. But yeah, what conspiracy theories I have heard of a few, I believe. Some really crazy stuff that I don't even want to talk about on here, like just stuff that's quite far out and just like far-fetched, really. I don't even want to like get into that stuff anymore, because it was just very much a rabbit hole that I wish I never really got into, because maybe my life would have fucking turned out better if I hadn't have delved so deep into that stuff. But I was just getting distracted in these rabbit holes and stuff, because I saw stuff on the internet, and at the time it made sense, but then you become so invested in it, and you just, yeah, I don't know, guys. How long was you doing that for? A couple of years, but the thing is, I was still kind of like involved with certain communities for a while, and it was just, I was just wasting my time with like nonsense and just idiots, really. Not good. But yeah, I just need to try and just focus on consistency with this, and try and keep getting regular content out, because then after a while, and people start to kind of become more familiar with your content, they then start to tune in more often. And I bet it was difficult for you. Well, it was just, I started to get into kind of more, I started to get to a point where like, I was just so skinny because I didn't hardly eat anything, because I was like thinking, well, like, I'm going to go against the system that I'm going to like basically almost starve myself. And that was like, I think, but you could say it was a positive in a way, because maybe I wouldn't have like tried to get in shape, because I got to such a low point that I decided to really just like push myself hard with working out and stuff, and then blow my old version out of the water. So in a way, it was actually like a blessing in disguise, you could say, because sometimes we have to get to the lowest of lows in order to have the comeback that's just like, that's just so good that, like, it blows your old version out of the water, and no one even hardly recognizes you anymore because you've changed that much. In fact, I think I was like reconnecting with someone on Facebook, and then they saw me on there, and it was like, oh wow, you changed so much since I last saw you, and this was back in school or whenever I was college. Yeah. So yeah, times have changed. Like, I'm trying to just be like not this awkward fucking kid that I was in school that was just not very popular and didn't really have a lot of friends. So yeah, it was that wasn't a very good time, but at least in some ways that whole community that I was involved in a few years ago, that I got a sense of community with it. But the thing is, you've got to just try and get into the right community that's supportive. And yeah, did you find it hard at school? I just kind of didn't really talk to a lot of people for the most part, other than just like, I used to have support staff in school, and I was just, yeah, I mean, there was the odd person that I would talk to, like there was a couple of people I would talk to about music, for example, but I mean, it was just more acquaintances really. I never really had proper friends in school. It was a bit of a, yeah, I had a youth club that I used to go to for people like myself. I did get like a couple of friends in there really, but there was one that I was kind of close to, and he would come round to my house from time to time. But the thing is though, like, we have to like ring him up to come round, but it didn't seem like, I don't know, it's just for a lot of people, it's like they don't really have that much, and it's like oftentimes it's like they don't necessarily have that much enthusiasm to really kind of want to be part of your life, and sometimes you have to put more effort in than they do. It is what it is though, isn't it, you know, but it'd be nice if people were like, sometimes be like, hey, do you want to, you know, meet up or something like that, but most of the time it would be you trying to like, actually it used to be my grandmother would like call the guy up to come round, but yeah, I mean, I actually had this friend when I was in primary school at the end, like sort of like, I think it was around year 5, I started hanging around with him and started to go around to his house. Suddenly I was just like, it was just one of those things where it happened. I was like kind of just walking around on my own, just kind of doing my own thing, and then just like walking around the back alley, and then he just like invites me to come into his garden, and then we stopped, and it was from there. But I was like friends with him for over a year, almost a year and a half. Your grandmother sounds like a lovely woman. Yeah, she was good, but unfortunately she's not around anymore, so it's just it's a shame, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's just she was always like trying her best with people. Like she never like wanted to. Yeah, I don't have any pets now. Like my grandma was like very much like, she didn't want to like leave anybody out. She was very much like, she would always like go over the top to help people, and it's like, and then she would oftentimes get taken advantage of, you could say, for like her generosity, you know. So that's just some people are just like gonna like see your kindness as a weakness, you know. That's unfortunate, but sometimes you have to just kind of be a little bit kind of selfish in that sense, because otherwise the selfish people will just take advantage of you. It's like sometimes people are too selfless that they end up allowing themselves to become just this kind of doormat to walk all over. That's not what you want to be, right? Is it? So yeah, it's best to just like sort yourself out first, and then it's like help others after that. But yeah, it's just because nobody hardly really cares about you that much anyway, so just you have to do what's right for you. You know, nobody's going to come and save you as well. Just you have to take responsibility for yourselves. not rely on people too much. So oftentimes people will let you down. It's great to get support from people when you can get it, but relying on that is just going to disempower you. You're going to always feel kind of like at someone else's mercy, which is, not good. Did I grow up with my dad? For the most part, no, I grew up with my grandparents. So I just kind of had a bit of an unusual kind of upbringing, really. I actually got put in a foster home for a little while, not for like too long, but I was like kind of moved to a place for like a couple of nights, and then they found me like a place that they put me in for like a couple of months or so, probably like 2.5 months or whatever it were, and I was put in another place for a night, and then I ended up going to my grandmother's to live there permanently, and then, my grandfather then died when I was like 15, and then my grandmother died when I was like 24, I think I was. How old? What do you mean? How old did my grandmother die? She was like 75, and my granddad was 83 when he died. There was quite a big age gap between them, actually. I think it was like nearly 17 years between them. So quite unusual, but But the thing is, it's like the way that they were with each other, that you wouldn't really think of it as being like a huge age gap. But I guess it's like, because there were so many like generations behind us, it's like we don't really notice it as much. Whereas if say like they were, when they first met, I think she was about 23 and he was like 40, so there was like quite a big gap when they're at that age. But then when they got older, and she was, let's say, in her 60s, and he was in, getting to like 80, then it's like it's relatively not as big of a gap, is it? So I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Share the live if you can. I might have to restart soon, but they sounded lovely people and lived long lives and made a difference and looked after you. But unfortunately, I think because they were older and they weren't really able to maybe discipline me as much as they should have, and I've kind of had to start kind of disciplining myself, really. Instead of like, I have to grow up and be like, how's it going? X, 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 I, X, X, X. I left school at 13, I got bullied. That's not good. So in what way did you get bullied? Like, what happened then? You got homeschooled or something? I had this mate who got, the one that used to come round to my house, and he actually got homeschooled throughout his whole school. I think he ended up going to college at like 15 because he already was older. Well, I mean, not that, but he was like a year younger than everyone else, and he was already like, in terms of his academic ability, way ahead of everybody else. And that can be a thing with like some like autistic people, that they can be really good like academically in a lot of ways. And but the problem is that he was like kind of what they call mollycoddled. It was very much like he had this like helicopter mum who would just kind of like, for quite a while she wouldn't let him like go out on his own further than like 100 yards away or something, and he just hated it. It's not good. I didn't really get bullied that much. It was just like, it was more just people just be a bit annoying or whatever, and just like, I guess maybe it was my height that people might have actually been a bit kind of, even if they thought I was a bit weird or whatever, people tend to just kind of leave me alone for the most part, like, because they probably knew that if they tried starting on me, then it wouldn't be a good idea. Because that's the thing, when you're tall, it's like, people tend to be a bit more, they'll tend to kind of leave you alone more. Well, I don't get people trying to kind of start on me, especially not now. Hello Athena, how you doing? I hope you're well. It's like, I don't get people starting on me. Like, I don't get people kind of, I don't get people messing around, because like they see my stature and all that, and they see my frame and all that, they're just gonna like probably just leave me the fuck alone. I was smart, but my ADHD, I never fitted in. Yeah, I've got autism, so I never really fit in either. It was just school wasn't the best, but I'm alright, thank you, Richard. I hope you're doing well yourself. Yeah, so yeah, just been talking about the traveling stuff. Hi, Master Chief, how you doing? Good evening to you. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, guys. Alright, Stuart, good to see you again. Hello, Haley, good to see you again. How are you all doing? What we're talking about, I was just talking about some of my experiences around school and times like in the past and stuff, but I've also been talking about my plans to do some traveling. So I'm wanting to get like a solar generator, so I can get electricity while I'm traveling, so I can get heat, so my heated blanket, charge my phone up, things like that really. So my plan is to make some content around that kind of stuff. I plan to do some busking, and just plan to do a lot of different things while I'm traveling. I can do some like different activities while I'm doing it. Maybe I could even do things like zip lining and stuff like that. I think it'd be quite funny. It's actually quite fun. Where do you plan on traveling to? Well, at first just around the UK, but I might start traveling to other different countries and stuff, and seeing different cultures. But let's just start off with the UK, because like there's a lot of places I haven't seen in the UK, a lot of sites I haven't seen. So I think there's a lot of people want to travel to all over the world, but then it's like they haven't even seen much of their own country. And it's great to see other parts of the world because of different cultures and stuff. But yeah, and that'd be great. I'd love to like go and see all these different sites, like the pyramids of Giza, like all these different things, like the different sites. I'd like to go and see like what is it, the like kind of Central America, South America, places like that. Good plan. I want to get a camper and travel the US first, because I've never been out of the South. Yeah, that would be good. Be good to see other parts of the States, wouldn't it? But I don't drive, so I don't have the ability to do that, and it would just be too much reliability to me, really. So yeah, but yeah, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat, please. That'd be really appreciated. I'm Iranian. I want to be friends. If you agree, shake your hand in front of the camera. Okay. Thank you for the 11 likes, everybody. Much appreciated. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. It'd be nice to have someone to go traveling with, but I guess I'm just going to have to do it on my own. Like I said, just don't really be relying on other people. Just, yeah, that was weird. What, that comment you mean, or what? It's like when you start relying on other people, then you're going to be setting yourself up for disappointment, because most of the time they're not going to be able to deliver. Yeah, the comments, a lot of weird comments on this app. It's like, there was a lot of weird stuff when I was on TikTok, especially. A lot of freaking weirdos. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna do what makes me happy. It's like, yeah, I'm not here to please everybody. It's like, if people get something out of what I do, great. But, of course, I wouldn't be doing it if like people weren't really getting something out of it, because then people wouldn't be watching, and then what would be the point, So, of course, people have to be getting something out of what I do, otherwise they wouldn't keep coming to watch me. So, but I hope all these 10 people watching are doing good tonight. So I don't know if like Stuart and all those people are still there. Guess what? The Supreme Court just passed a ban on TT here in the States, right? So maybe you'll end up with the freaking TikTok crowd coming to YouTube or something, I don't know. Because what are they going to do? Because they're going to still want the freaking fix, aren't they, of like brain rot. So maybe you'll start getting more brain rot on YouTube or something. So won't you just end up with the same problem of just like crap on YouTube or something? I don't know. Hi Mark, how are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Yeah, so I did a few dips earlier and a couple of things, but yeah. But yeah, I hope all is well with you. Are you going live tonight, Mark? Probably see you live later if you're going live. But yeah, just hope all is well. So it's good to see you here. Yeah. Yes, do 9. Oh, 9. It's usually 8:30, isn't it, when you go live? But that's okay. People will just use VPNs. Yeah. Will that work though? Will it actually work? I don't know, because I know like some things have started to crack down on VPNs, and people will have to start getting more kind of sneaky about how they do things. So will it actually stop people using it then, or I don't know. But yeah, then maybe VPN sales will be going through the roof then. They'll be like rubbing their hands together, won't they? If that's gonna be the case. You didn't answer me if you agree, or like if you. I don't have to do anything. So. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just share the live, guys, if you can. Yeah, I'm all right, Mark. Just. Yeah, just trying to stay positive and stay focused on my goals, and just like not focus on things that are out of my control, because that's disempowering. It's gonna make you feel down. What is the point in focusing on negative crap that's just distracting you from your purpose in life? We should all have a purpose in life, and I think that's one of the ways of beating depression is finding your purpose. That could be doing fundraising, it could be inspiring people, it's whatever it is gets you out of bed. But JB, don't take kind to being told what to do though. No, I definitely don't. Yeah, that's probably why I never like got into like the military or anything like that, because I'm like, I don't want to be somebody else's bitch. Hello CS23, how you doing? I'm not going to be somebody else's bitch, you know. Also, you take care. Hello Fat Muppet. Meat and potatoes are good for depression. Alright. Meat and potatoes, is that you saying like dick and balls? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, like 2 meatball. What is it? No, like hang on. Meat as in like your. Hello Justin, hope you're well. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, guys. Well, I got 14 in tonight. It's not doing too bad. Just made my first YouTube video. Oh, what was that about? Yeah. I got so nervous. Oh yeah, well that will go away over time. You know, just keep doing it. And did you see my last video? Yeah. Just stay consistent with it, because if you start to get kind of complacent with it, then you're going to lose the momentum. So it's really important that you stick with it. I don't know English even now. If I use Google Translation, then show me with a sign. Okay, this is the sign. Yeah. So CS23 says okay, bye. Okay, then bye then. No, I mean meat and potatoes are good for the stomach. Dick and balls, question mark. Yeah, I was thinking like, you know, like the meat and 2 veg thing, innit, you know. Serving in the military is honourable, but it will mess your mind up really bad. Yeah, it's not something I'd want to be doing. It's like, I've got enough of my own problems without having to deal with things like PTSD and just, yeah, trauma from that. It's just not worth it. And the thing is, a lot of the people get into the fucking military just to be then like fucking treated like shit afterwards, and they're just like tossed aside. A lot of them end up fucking homeless, disabled and whatever, and it's like, for your country, it's like, I couldn't give a fuck about this country. Let's be fucking real. Like, you know, if I got better opportunity somewhere else, I would go in a heartbeat. You know? I ain't gonna be like loyal to this country. I don't give a fuck about it. this country like can kiss my ass. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the whole thing. Hi, Awesome Ducker, how you doing tonight? Hope all is well with you. Yeah, not saying anything of my mother tonight. I guess she's just kind of resting up or something. I don't know, but I don't know English even now. If you just said that, I feel vomiting because I'm sick. Well, okay then. You take care and just get well soon. Exactly. My husband almost took my life from me a week ago in the middle of the night. PTSD is real. What, you mean that he almost like killed you, you mean? Blimey. I don't... can we stop this Matin, whatever that is, Matin? It's getting kind of annoying. Yeah, just share the live, guys, if you can, please. That would be really appreciated. If you have any questions about health, wealth, and lifestyle or whatever, then put it in the chat. But yeah, I want to just show people like alternatives, that if you want to be successful, it doesn't necessarily have to be chasing after Lamborghinis and Bugattis. Like you can find pleasure in simple things in life and just travel, and life to me is about experience. It's not about accumulating material possessions. They say that possessions possess you. I have 102 fever. Well, there's a thing called Tylenol or something, and you can use that to help with that. But just rest up and it'll hopefully go away pretty soon. Yeah, I had to sleep in a recliner for 2 nights because I was terrified. That is terrible, that. But yeah, just take care, Pleasure comes from within. Yeah, that's it. It's like nothing external can really sort of... you shouldn't be relying on external things, but it's nice to have like experiences in life, but you shouldn't be relying on possessions. It's all about just kind of having gratitude for everything that you have right now. That it's like most of us, all of us here pretty much have like central heating. We have like a comfortable room that we're in that's centrally heated. It's got, well insulated and all that. But yet people can complain about shit, and the reality is that there's people that have it far worse than you. So yeah, it's just you've got to put things into perspective really, and learn to just appreciate life. It's just that it's hard when you've got all this stuff on social media that's flexing all the rented cars or whatever, rented house, making people think that they own all this shit, and they don't even own it. They're trying to pretend to have all this wealth just so that they can sell you courses, and that's the scam. It's like, there could be bits of value in the course, but oftentimes it's not worth anywhere near what the price tag of it is. Sometimes they're charging thousands, even tens of thousands of pounds for these courses, just for it to be a bunch of regurgitated information that you could probably easily find online. So yeah, just be careful when you're buying this kind of shit, because it's just gonna probably be a scam. Well, trolls do help with your watch time, JB. That's the only positive about them. Yeah, that's true. But then again, maybe people will be put off because they're like, oh god, I can't be asked with this chat with all the trolls. How's the cut going, James? I'm just kind of like trying to focus on building some lean mass and just kind of doing things slowly, really. But yeah. But I want to try and get there by summer, so I have a while to go until I need to get to my goals. They say slow and steady wins the race, so you don't need to be like rushing into things. Yeah, but what's going on? But yeah, how are you doing anyway, James? I hope you're doing well. Is that the James guy that's on Facebook? Because he was like, I think it was James on Facebook that was talking to me, like, but I tried to call him and then it was like, didn't pick up or something. I don't know, but anyway, just try and share this out, guys, if you can. That'd be really appreciated. But yeah, I'm not gonna let anybody or anything distract me and hold me back from my goals now. It's now time to fucking make things happen. It's 2025. I'm gonna be 30 this year. So yeah. Anyway. Any more questions, guys? I might restart in a second, everybody. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Alright. I'll be back in a sec.